Having spent the rest day prepping the Audi RSQ e-tron E2 afresh for the second week, within 20k of stage 9, Carlos Sainz had rolled. Back at base yesterday, the car was retired from the rally. Dunes, there are plenty of them. We go over 70,000 of them during the rally. But obviously today I miscalculated the speed. I thought there wouldn't be such a hole after it. In fact, 2 meters to the left there wasn't a hole, 2 meters to the right a hole. It's my fault and nobody else's. It's disappointing for Lucas, for me, for Stefan, for Eduard, who, bless him, had surgery today, but it looks like it went very well. For Matthias, who is still in the race, but out of contention. For everybody at Audi. We had big expectations, we were really motivated. It reminds me of the early days of Volkswagen. They had a very difficult start, but then it all came good, and stayed good. I hope we have the chance to fight in the future to try and win with this difficult car, and with a challenge as complex as it is to try and win with this car. And so to the pure sand seas of stage 10, time for a quick lesson from the experts in the co-driver's seat on how to read the dunes. First up, Fabien Lercan, Loeb's navigator. The thing about having the bikes in front of us is it allows us visibility on how the dunes are, if they're broken, and it helps us go faster. And now Alatia's co-driver Mathieu Baumel, who can read the landscape like a book. What's important to understand is how the dunes are shaped. Thanks to the wind, there's always one side that's gentler than the other, less steep. You need to understand that to try to avoid falling over the back of the dune. What's also important here is the color of the dunes, which reveals the strength of the sand, if it's more or less soft, if we will sink into the sand and get stuck, so we can follow the right tracks and keep good traction. And Nasser really enjoys this.
Pour rester avec la bonne traction et la bonne portance, et ça Nasser là-dedans il se régale quoi.
Armed with this level of expertise and a comfortable lead, rally leader Alatia launches the twin-turbo V6 Toyota Hilux into the desert. Almost reading the dunes completely wrong, but getting away with it, husband and wife team Panagiotis in their first Dakar proper in the Century Racing buggy. That's a close one. Fresh off his success on yesterday's stage, Lithuanian Vaidotas Zala was looking strong again through the first 3 checkpoints of stage 10, keeping up with BRX stablemate Sebastian Loeb. But that's the Hunter stopped with a mechanical problem, which sees them plummet even further down the standings. German motorsport team X-Raid have 6 Dakar wins under their belt. This year their John Cooper Works Minis are unlikely to challenge at the top, but Argentine crew Halpern and Grau are their best placed in 12th overall and were 12th quickest on the stage today. No repeat of yesterday's ProDrive Hunter 123 today, with Zala stopped in the stage with mechanical trouble. Here's Gerlin Chicherit, whose plan is to push this week in the dunes. The Frenchman faded a little towards the second half of the stage, finishing 10th. This doesn't help him move up from 14th overall. It's the 8th Dakar for Czech privateer Martin Prokop. In his Orlen Ford Raptor RS, he's looking to better his best result of 6th overall in 2019, targeting a top 5 from the start. 10 minutes off the pace today in 9th, he sits in 7th overall. Differing fortunes to their X-Raid Mini teammates in the 212 car. Polish star Jakub Szygonski is over 7 hours back in 25th overall, but posting quick times. He was up in the top 5 quickest through a few checkpoints on today's short stage. Less than 1 minute separated 3rd to 6th, and it was Cuba who finished P6. Rally leader Nasser has a huge cushion of 1 hour and 20 minutes. And the dunes are his happy place. The Qatari started 8th on the road, and with Mathieu Baumel's navigation, he's managing the race brilliantly. Back-to-back Dakar wins are rare. Peter Hansel was the last to do it 6 years ago in South America, but it's clearly on the table for Al Attiyah. The Toyota Gazoo crew posted the 4th quickest time on the stage today, the Desert Master entering his comfort zone.
Now we start really proper dunes and the empty quarter. I think this is a good test day for tomorrow and after tomorrow, but okay, now we know what exactly we need, and yeah, we are quite happy to finish today.
Dakar debutant Lucas Moraes' learning curve has been steep, but he's coped brilliantly, mixing it up on the dunes with the best, absorbing knowledge like a sponge. The fact that he has an overdrive Toyota under him and ultra-experienced co-driver Timo Gottschalk alongside him will be helping. He is on course for the best ever finish in cars by a Brazilian driver, 3rd fastest today, 2nd overall. And then there was one. For the Audi squad, Matthias Ekstrom is the last man standing. This Dakar has seen more attrition than ever across the board, and the hybrid electric prototypes of his teammates have been 2 of the highest profile casualties. Ekstrom himself started the day in 23rd overall, but this 2nd quickest time will give the team a much needed confidence boost.
I know the car is good in the dunes, but first time for me here in this area is a little bit different, and I was very careful the first bit to make sure to make no stupid mistakes, but the second half I felt quite okay and was really enjoyable.
And so to Sébastien Loeb, a clean sweep from start to finish. The Frenchman wins the stage by over 3 minutes. The eco-fueled BRX Hunter has a good track record on the sand seas, and Loeb has great instincts for dunes. That's his 4th stage win of Dakar 2023, the 3rd consecutive scratch, and his 20th career Dakar stage win, a personal record for the French rallying legend. He's never done a stage win hat-trick on the Dakar before. I like the dunes, yes, but when it's only dunes, I tell myself that it was fun, over 115 kilometers, but I'm thinking about tomorrow. If it's 280k like that, it's going to be long. Loeb bags another stage win by more than 3 minutes. Impressive to see 6 different manufacturers in the top 10 today. Nasser maintains his sizable rally lead. Rookie Lucas Moraes continues to turn heads in 2nd. Toyotas dominate the top 5, except for Loeb's Hunter in 3. Hanway, Prokop and Loeb all trail Nasser on the W2RC leaderboard, but Loeb's stage wins are racking up points.